this is Snow City Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Liz. I'm an astrologer and a tarot reader here on YouTube and Etsy. And today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading. And today's topic is going to be June 2022. So this is a predictive reading, and we're going to be going in and we're going to be taking a look at some of the major themes going on for you in the month ahead. So before I get started, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and my commenters. I truly appreciate your support. I also want to thank those who have gotten an Etsy reading with me in my shop. I truly appreciate that, as it does put food on my table. So with that out of the way, I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask your guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, psychology, higher self, God, whatever you choose to rely upon for your inner guidance, divine guidance, and ask them what's going to be happening in in June 2022. And I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to get real centered. And I want you to just cast off any expectations that you have for the month ahead, so that when you're centered and ready and not attached to any outcome or any expectations, when you pick, you'll get something that is the closest to the truth that you can get. So for those of you that have difficulty picking with your intuition, in my description box, I do have a solution to that for a number generator. Or to use a number generator, and I have the directions to that in my description box below. So if you're having trouble picking today, you can use that method. So once you're ready, I want you to pick one of these 4 piles. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So whenever you're ready, you can pick your pile and find the find the timestamps in the description box below. And with that said, I'm going to start with group 1. I'll see you in your readings. Hi, group 1. You picked the diamond here. So let's take a look for what could be going on in the month of June for you. So I'm going to start a little bit and take a small peek at the past here by looking at the energy of May. And then I'll be moving forward from there. So let's take a look. Oops. I think I'm just going to do these. These cards are so big. They're so beautiful, but so big. Okay, what's the past energy of May look like? What are your goals? What is your main prime directive of June 2022? What major developments will be happening for you in your life in June 22? What opportunities will you be offered and need to act on in June 2020 or June 2022? And what is the advice for you moving into this month ahead? Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see. We have the Page of Swords here for your energy of May 2022. This is a very explorational energy that you were in this last month here. And it's possible that you were doing some research. You could be studying. You could have been looking up solutions to certain problems. I think that for some of you, you could have received some kind of important message that kind of framed the entire month of May for you. But whatever it was some kind of mental pursuit or mental activity that was the primary energy of May. And that may color a little bit of the month ahead. So the projects that you've started in May, the projects you started, the planning that you might have begun is probably going to continue on a little bit into June as well. So the goals of June right now don't appear to be changing to me. The Hanged Man is here. So this is kind of, you feel like you're going to be staying in this energy, in this focus, because this is your like main directive here. And it's mostly for enlightenment. So I think that the intellectual pursuits that you've picked, that you started last month, are going to continue. And they'll probably only get better, because I feel that with the Hanged Man, there is a bit of intense focus with this as well. It's like you don't have anywhere to go. You don't have anything to do. You could be in some kind of confines, be it a quarantine, or maybe it's a financial situation, like you're under financial restraints. So you may not have a lot of time to do much of anything. And that's kind of like it's maybe the reason why you're doing all this stuff is because, say it's a financial issue, you don't have the money to go out and have fun. You only have the time and resources to figure out a way to make this happen, or to just continue to focus on this, because the Hanged Man, he's not going anywhere. So it's you're in a situation of non-movement, not necessarily non-progress, but you just don't have the financial mobility, the physical mobility, or in some way you are sort of being tethered. And in this restriction, you're able to focus your mind on the things that are important to you now. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's how to get out of this situation. So you have a lot of time on your hands to solve your problems. Now, major developments, though, next month are the 10 of Cups. Well, I see that there's going to be some kind of major resolution when it comes to your emotions, or your family, or a relationship, or something like that. You could become reunited with people that you have been longing for. I feel like for many of you, this is going to be a mutual longing. So I believe that I don't think you'll have to do any convincing to make this 10 of Cups happen. The person or the group or the family member or whatever this thing is that you're going to be reunited with is going to be a mutual thing. So if you're not speaking to somebody, it's possible that you're both longing for each other, and this comes back together, and you're reunited in the month of June. So I don't think that it's a bad development by any means. In fact, this is kind of like happily ever after. For some of you, maybe somebody has a baby this month, in the month of June. And this is talking about, meeting this family member, getting to, and reuniting with other people around you. So, maybe there's a baby shower, maybe there's a wedding, maybe there's a birth of a child in this month. And this is the major development that you'll be experiencing for this month coming up. Now, opportunities that you need to act on in June 2022. You need to make a decision. It's a huge decision. And I think this may have to do with the major development for some of you. For some of you, it's just a big, important decision. For some of you, though, it's possible that you are going to be meeting up with this person from the past, and you have to make a decision to revive it. Because the Judgment talks about revival. It's Judgment Day. Look at these people. They're coming back for their, they're dead, but now they're coming back. They're being reborn. So it does talk about rebirth here. So you may have to make the decision to renew something, start something over again. This isn't a new beginning. This is like a beginning of something. It's a new beginning, but it's like a new beginning of something that already happened in the past that you're kind of coming right back to. So that's why I'm thinking, maybe it's it's a reunion between you and someone else. Or this is you deciding to pick up an old hobby, an old path, an old area of expertise. It's kind of like getting back in the saddle here. It's an opportunity that you need to act on, though. So you don't necessarily have to take this. But when this choice comes up, it's good for you to make a choice, yes or no, rather than just like ignoring it altogether. So, but to me, I think this is saying that if you get back in the saddle with an old an old situation, that's technically an opportunity. So you want to make sure to weigh things, just because this is a general reading, really assess whether or not you want to revive something. But I think that for the most of you that pick this, I think that you'll be able to revive something and it will be an opportunity for you. So, advice for June 2022. Five of Swords is talking about keeping things on the up and up. Playing clean. Don't play dirty. But I kind of want to take a card for this, because Five of Swords' advice is interesting. It's kind of implying that somewhere in this month, you might be, maybe there's something about this judgment, this choice, this renewal, that might be kind of like, it might have a catch to it. Can I clarify the Five of Swords for advice? Eight of Pentacles. Okay, there might be a catch to it for some of you. You just want to be sorry about the stutter. You might want to be very careful about what you agree to and whether or not you have all of the information. Just because I have Five of Swords and then I also have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, there's something about as well, I get all different types of people, but this may be saying, one more question. This is one that's kind of morally ambiguous, so I just want to make sure I have the right advice here. Can I clarify these two cards, please? Hang on. Can I clarify these two cards, please? Take care of your health. Okay, make a change, perhaps. So this is interesting because the Five of Swords isn't a health card either. I mean, it could be anything because it can apply to any situation, but I don't see take care of health in these cards. Make a change, perhaps. I think, though, interestingly, I don't have a card that I've made that says take care of yourself or think of yourself. So I wonder if this is telling you to think of yourself. Don't think of everybody else. Just because this is the thing, is you may be the type of person who's always thinking, well, what will they think? What will they do? What will they think about my choices? You might be always thinking about yourself in relation to everyone else, but never truly thinking about yourself. So I think this is maybe saying that for advice, you need to think about yourself. If other people are not comfortable or not, if they're not comfortable after your decisions, it's on them. Because this is for your greater goal. This is for your advancement. So I don't think you need to feel guilty. I don't think you need to feel bad about whatever choices that you're making, because this is for your personal best. This is for your advancement. Now, on the other end of things, because everybody does have a different situation, if you are, how to describe this? If you're in a situation that is morally ambiguous, this is telling you maybe to keep things above board, because there's something about the Eight of Pentacles a lot of people don't talk about, as it does represent counterfeiters, and the Five of Swords represents scam artists and people that do things intentionally that they know are bad and naughty, and it might be telling you to, well, either like this could be like an old past, you could have an old criminal past that you're like, I'm going to revive that. Maybe it's saying there's some kind of benefit to it. Or it's saying that, you might want to avoid that if at all possible. Because Judgment does talk about as well, making the right decisions because of karma. Judgment is a very big card about karma. You will, what comes around goes around. So if you put good things out into the world, good things come back. If bad things are sent out into the world, then bad things come back. So It's important for you to really weigh your options. Make sure that what you're doing is for the greater good in some way, even if it seems like you're going to go in weird zigzag patterns to get to something good. I think if the end result is positive, and hopefully doesn't hurt anyone, then I think it's fair game. But you really need to weigh these things and kind of just do a moral check. Like, is this the right thing to do? Is the end goal for the greater good? That's really all I can say, because it seems like this is going to be kind of complicated for some of you. But for the rest of you, I think that most of this is saying that don't be so hung up on yourselves, that you should just worry about yourself. And if other people don't like the decisions you're making for your own life, well, screw them. So anyway, this was your reading, Group 1. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a private reading with me, please contact, or you can get me in my Etsy shop below. And there's a link there. And if you click that link, you can go to my readings and you can find my readings. You can put them in your add to cart button thing. And then you can buy them there like a lovingly handcrafted pair of socks. And from there, I will do your personalized reading that way. Anyway, though, but thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Hello, Group 2. This is for those of you that picked the Ace of Spades. This is your reading. So, Group 2, let's take a look. I'm going to take a peek at your energy of May, just to kind of get a recap here. Please show me Group 2's energy of May in May 2022, please. Please show me Group 2's goals and prime directives of June 2022. Please show me the major developments for Group 2 in June 2022. Please show me opportunities that you need to act on in June 2022. And please show me advice for Group 2 for June 2022. One moment. I want to just take one thing. Advice. Can we clarify that is 10 of Pentacles? Okay. Make a new friend. I like that. So, okay. So, your energy of May 2022. I feel like May might have been maybe a little stop-go at times, but for the most part, we see some more activity than usual here with this Eight of Wands. So a message from the past could have come in and given you some kind of change in perspective, perhaps. For the most part, I feel like it was empowering, though. I feel like some information came in that was just mostly empowering for you. And I feel like this is coming in towards the end of the month here, because I feel the King of Wands here is riding on this energy. So I feel like your goals this month are to, basically lead. You lead with, a sense of direction. So I feel like increased confidence is going to be one of the goals and the prime directives you have for this month. So increase your confidence, or to use your confidence in a way to lead others. You're going to be put into a position of authority, perhaps, and people are going to be relying on you for something. So it's a pretty powerful energy to be in. The King of Wands is an Aries, so this could be you here just kind of plowing forward, initiating something. But I think, though, for the most part, I feel like it's mostly like you're battle plans are going to be used, or your action, your plans for action are going to be these. It's a service that people are going to be needing, and so I think though that this isn't going to be an energy that really smacks you in the face this month. It's more of like I feel a sustaining energy. So you may not be totally aware of it like you were last month, where changes happened and it was like, holy crap, things are really taking off. They're really happening fast. But now in June, things may not be taking off as quickly as they were in May. So you may kind of feel like this energy is sort of dying down, but don't be confused. There is more to the story here that you can, that can sort of energize your month ahead. So as far as major developments of June, I feel like you're going to be working towards a mastery of something. So this is a project that you are nearing completion on, or it's a skill that you're getting towards the end of your training on, or it's something about your job you're finishing up on. But for the most part, it's an advancement. It's you're heading towards something and you're very close to completion of it. But for the most of this month, it may feel like you're kind of maybe going uphill just a little bit. And you may not see the peak or base camp is all. And so I think it's important for you to just keep your perspective, keep your eye on the horizon, and don't really look back. Just keep working, just keep going forward. Now, opportunities you need to act upon are basically brand new, exciting changes, like a new opportunity that is given to you and you have no idea about this thing. So the Fool is like brand spanking new stuff, like opportunities you had never considered before, adventures that you would maybe even be a little fearful to go on because it's just something you're not familiar with, a new activity, a new person to meet, somebody. And with the advice here, I feel like there is some kind of value in networking with somebody. There's something about this. It's like you have to do that. You have to do something new and exciting in order to seize that opportunity or make that new friend or connect with that person. I feel like for some of you, a friend also, you could have somebody that invites you out to go somewhere and you're nervous about it because say you have some kind of social anxiety and you're like, oh, I don't really feel like going to the movies with this person that I barely know. They're inviting me out and it sounds fun and we both want to go, but like, I can't go with them. I don't know them that well. So there could be some kind of anxiety that you need to jump through in order to seize the Fool opportunities. Because once you take that first step, that's a journey, that's a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, right? So there's the opportunity to start something very big and very long lasting in this month that you should probably seize. Can I take a look at the Fool though? I want a little bit more idea of what this is. Can we clarify this opportunity with the Fool? It's the beginning of something, but what is it? The Star. Woo! This is a big opportunity. I like this. So, for some of you, it could be going to the movies because we'll talk about things on a mundane level here. So it could be going to the movies with somebody. It could also be being the star of the show in some way. So, you could be asked to take on a role, asked to make your wishes come true, asked to do something online or take some kind of, the Star is also a card of opportunities too. It's like the wish come true. You may be asked to do something with your creative abilities. And it's interesting here. I just, There's also this, because there is an element here, the star is representing freedom in this, because it has an Aquarian nature. And so does the Fool. They both have freedom as a theme. So you may be asked to cut loose, go and have fun, be free, make executive decisions, make big decisions, start something new. Just be comfortable with the responsibility of having freedom, but try not to go crazy with it, of course. But there's just some kind of great opportunity here that will lead to success, because that is the star. But you got to take a risk. That's the problem with the Fool. You have to take a risk. You have to take a leap of faith. It's not something that you're going to want to do right away. So you have to weigh the pros and cons of whatever this opportunity is. And then from there, choose to take the more difficult path in trying something new and not necessarily knowing where it goes, because all roads outstretch from the Fool. He can go anywhere. So, you'll have to make these decisions, but this is life. This is the excitement and adventure that is life. So you can either continue to focus on your work and do absolutely nothing new, or you can take this and see where it leads, because there's some kind of pot of gold at the end of this journey here. I like these cards, but you have to seize the opportunity. So with this advice, 10 of Pentacles, this is saying, well, first of all, make a new friend, find a new community, be part of this community. And the star also talks about communities, so that could potentially be part of the opportunity there. But it does look like you might want to make a new friend, make a new group of friends. But also, for those of you that may not be encountering some kind of social situation, this can be saying that, value all the things that you have. Maybe they want you to be safe, or not be safe, secure your money, or they want you to just keep track of it, or maybe they want you to consider who's going to inherit it. So there's a lot of themes coming in with this 10 of Pentacles. I think it has to do with communities here, though, because a lot of people don't know this. One of the opposite meanings of the 10 of Pentacles is being banished from a society, but it's not upside down. So this might be saying that you might want to be included in this society. So anyway, that's your reading. If you're interested in a private reading from me, you can get a reading in my Etsy shop, and the link to that is down in my description box below. I have $10 readings, or 10-minute readings starting at $10. So if you're interested in getting one of those, you can just pop in there and pay for one of those and get a reading from me. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. I'm just rambling at this point. But if you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification and let the YouTube algorithm know that I'm worth watching. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to move on to group 3. Hello, group 3. This is for those of you that picked the Ace of Hearts. This is your reading. So let's take a look. So let's look at your energy from May 2022. May 2022, please. Energy from May 2022. Let's take a look at your goals and directives in June 2022. And let's take a look at major developments in June 2022. Opportunities that you need to act on in June 2022, and then advice for June 2022. There it is. Oh, wait. I feel like it's this one. Let's see here. And one more. Clarify the King of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so energy of May was quite good, quite successful. You could have had a great opportunity to express yourself. You could have been really just feeling like yourself. This is like putting on your own, like, I don't know, putting on your own skin and walking around proudly in it, dressing how you want, expressing yourself in a way that feels good to you, singing, dancing, having fun. It's a beautiful card, the Sun. And with the energy of May, it's just, I feel like you were out, you were out having a lot of fun, maybe getting some sunshine. I know you probably didn't live up here in New York State because it's been cold, or in Colorado because you guys had snow. But for the rest of you, you might have been having a really lovely time outside in nature, enjoying things. If not, you could have been really expressing yourself in a way that was fun and happy and playful. So parties and things like that, just events where you can really just honestly just shine. It's a really lovely card. I hope that your May was really this awesome. So your goals and directives for June 2022 is the Fool card. So you are going to be setting off on a course to God knows where. You may be reluctantly trying something new, or, you may not be so reluctant about it now, but maybe when you first had the idea, you really had to convince yourself that you need to set off on this path to this brand new thing. It's a whole big journey, though. This isn't a little thing. This is you starting something brand spanking new, something that's almost alien to you. It may be a little bit scary even to start this off. So this could be a new job. This could be making the decision to study something brand new that you have no idea what it is. It could be accepting a proposal from somebody. Maybe it's an actual marriage proposal. Maybe somebody just simply asked you out or will ask you out. But but the thing is, it's something that kind of you wouldn't have considered had the universe not just thrown it in your way. So this is kind of what you'll be seeing. So the universe will throw something in your path and you'll have to make a choice to take it or just run away from it. But for the most part, I feel like it's not actually at this point, I don't think it is a choice because this is your prime directive. This is your goal. So I think that, maybe in May, this opportunity fell in front of you and you made the decision, I'm going to do this. So in June, I'm going to start out on this journey, and it's going to be, we don't know where it's going to lead us, but we're going to go and we're going to try it out. So I see this as very optimistic, very lucky, very positive. You're in a great energy for the month of June, Group 3. I really like it. So major developments in the month of June are the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles isn't really a card about developments, though, unless this means that you've decided to drop your boundaries, drop your borders, spend a little bit of money, stop being so pent up or tight with your resources. So you may be donating time, money, energy to something. And this might also be related to this Fool energy here, because you may end up, it may not be something that you wanted to give a shot, but now you're going to try. So you might be, this is a big deal though for you, because this is a major development. So a major development for you is just letting your boundaries down, or letting your guard down, and allowing yourself to experience life and all of its joy and pain, perhaps. um, it is taking a risk, because this is you are hell bent on taking a risk this month. You you're hell bent on taking a risk, but at the same time you're also fearful of it. But I don't know. I just feel like you're gonna play a game of chance here, and you're and that it's a brave thing to do. So, opportunities that you need to act on are the Page of Wands. So, again, exploration is a big thing. Walking, perhaps going on, very important hike or journey or something like that. I For some reason I'm getting in my head a picture of like a park, like a state park. Maybe you're going on the first 20-mile hike of your life, or you're going to go on a hike by yourself, or you're going to be starting some kind of activity for the very first time, and you're not really sure. You won't really know what to expect with it. But with the Page of Wands, this is an opportunity that you must seize. So it could be a project that you start, but you have to seize the opportunity. I feel like for some of you, you may have the opportunity to pick up a really like a physical sport, like a spin class or a Zumba class, or some kind of physical activity that will benefit you in the long run, because this is an opportunity that you need to act on. So it's a pretty positive thing that you're going to be running into, but you have to choose to take it. So I do think that this could be some kind of, it's something that you're going to have to invest your time into a little bit. And not just it's not something where you can just show up and be there and have that be enough. This is something that you actually have to put effort or creativity into in order to benefit from it. But let me see. I kind of want to get it clarified for the Page of Wands, please. Clarify the Page of Wands for me, please. Okay. The High Priestess. This might be an educational pursuit for some of you. It's very specialized, though. Or perhaps it's scary and kind of unclear about certain things, like occult topics, or just topics that you don't hear people talk about a lot. High Priestess, though. It's an activity that actually might be kind of lonesome or by yourself, because the High Priestess is solo. She's not a social gal. She is somebody that is mysterious and does not talk very much. So for some of you, maybe you are going to take an opportunity to see a High Priestess type. So, could be a psychic, could be a medium, could be a rabbi, could be, some kind of religious, spiritual person, or you could be going out and taking a chance on some kind of spiritual pursuit yourself. So, maybe you're going to take a class on something like Reiki or something like that. But this is nice. I mean, this is something that will have long-lasting effects if you choose to take it. So if it is some kind of spiritual course on meditation or something, it's like a skill that you'll be able to have for the rest of your life, and it will benefit you. So that's pretty good. I like this. So what is your advice for June 2022? Well, if you guys are in a new relationship this month, it's telling you to make a plan with this person. That's King of Cups. Make a plan with this person. If you are representing the King of Cups energy here, it's saying that you want to remain nice and balanced with your feelings and emotions and kind of keep yourself rational. It does talk about analyzing your emotions as well, because the King of Cups is a combination of air and water. I think that this is telling us that you can analyze your emotions and think about your emotions. And through this, you can become the King of Cups and become balanced. This also talks about maybe including this King of Cups in something in your life, or make a plan with them. And if this is the person that you are really like, say you're in love with this person, then make a plan to perhaps do something with them, or go towards them, or write a letter to them, or plan something in regards to this type of person. So I think that's about all I'm picking up here. But if you'd like a private reading with me, you can get me in my Etsy shop. You can order one of my readings there by going to the readings, adding them to cart like you would anything else on Etsy, and I'll get the message and I'll give you a personalized reading. And I do have readings that start at $10 for 10 minutes, which is a pretty good introductory price, especially if you're new to readings. And yeah, so if you'd like to support me on my channel here, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification to get updates on my next video. And also, if you could do all that, then you'll be able to tell the algorithm here on YouTube that you like my work and you want to see more of it. So I want to thank you for watching. Hi, group 4. This is for those of you that picked the Ace of Clubs. This is your reading. So I'm going to take a look at the things going on in the month of June. And I'm also going to check the energy of May first, though. So to see where you're coming from. So what's the energy for May 2022 for those who picked group 4? What are Group 4's major goals in June of 2022? What are Group 4's major developments in June of 2022? What opportunities does Group 4 need to act upon in June 2022? And what is their advice for June 2022? Okay, let's take a look. Boy, got another one where King of Wands in the second position. Very interesting. Let me see here. Can I get a clarifier for the High Priestess for advice? Whoa, interesting. Reap what you sow. And then I kind of want to take a clarifier for the King of Wands too. Can we clarify the King of Wands for their goals for June 2022? Okay, it is a confidence issue. So in the month of May, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm seeing security here for the most part. I think that we are seeing some positive kind of peaceful energy. So it may actually mean that nothing really happened here in the month of May for you. Might have been quite calm. Perhaps you had to review your finances a little bit. That's one of the things. Maybe you had to make some decisions on how you can better discipline yourself with your finances, or discipline yourself in your life, or with money or food, or the pentacles, while they are financial, they are anything when it comes to the physical world. So your body, your health, your finances, your time, whatever resources and things that you have to expend in the physical world. So energy too. So you could have been kind of being more disciplined with your energy expenditures, so that you can have a better life as a result. So reducing your food to have a lighter weight, to feel healthier, have less joint pain, have less health issues. It could be for money, where you're like, oh, I'm not going to spend this much anymore because I keep on running out of money for other things. So this could definitely be you here in May, trying to, it's and the thing is though, I don't see it as really cutting it tight. Like I don't see you really struggling financially, I guess. but you are making these wise decisions about finances. Now, your goals in June 2022, they kind of look like to me that you're finally, you're not finally, but you're going to take a very measured and measured approach on becoming more confident. And I think that it's a conscious effort that you have to make, because this Eight of Swords, talks about escaping a prison of your own making. So in these pictures with the Eight of Swords, no one's here to help the Eight of Swords person get out of this mess. So she has to do all the work herself. She has to realize that she's not quite as tied up as she thinks she is, and that her eyes are blindfolded, but she could easily just slip a hand up here and pull down her own blindfold. So when I see the King of Wands here as your prime directive, this could be you. It could be someone else. You could be trying to help someone get out of their own shell, or you could be making the conscious effort to get out of your own. But regardless, I'm seeing a liberation of the personality, a liberation of your sense of self. The King of Wands represents Aries energy. So this talks about, getting started, taking action, being confident in yourself, fighting battles, So there's this, and the biggest thing though is Aries represents the phrase I am, meaning that you're going to be focusing on the I am part of yourself. And now what's interesting though is we've recently had Jupiter enter the sign of Aries. So when this happens, for me, when Jupiter enters Aries, it means that I do some kind of self-teaching. Self-learning. So when Jupiter enters Aries in your chart, maybe this means that you are suddenly growing and expanding when it comes to your sense of self, accepting yourself. And it's beautiful because I have a Jupiter in Aries naturally, like in my chart. And we're all going through this energy at the same time. But when I experience hardship, I actually have a weird ability to rebound and remain optimistic, because Aries energy is super optimistic. So for me, my Aries Jupiter is like a little coach, like a little cheerleader. So I feel like this cheerleader energy is happening somewhere important in your birth chart, and it's going to be here for quite some time. By the way, it's going to be here for maybe 6 months ish. It goes retrograde, it jumps out, and it goes back in, but you're going to have this energy for quite some time. So it's a really lovely thing to experience, because I think that this is showing that you're going to be breaking out of your own insecurities, through the joyful help of our largest, most benefic planet. So I think that you're going to be feeling better, and that's your goal. And I think you're going to meet that goal. Now, when it comes to major developments in June 2022, well, we have the Five of Swords. Well, that's not great. And then your opportunities that you need to act on is the Tower. So I think that this opportunity that you have to act on may be some kind of preventative measure. And it's important for you to, stash money away for a rainy day fund. If you're in a position where you can see any kind of whoopsie daisies happening, it's really important for you to proactively deal with them before they become a problem, because that's the advice in the Tower, is that when it's saying that you want to make sure that you don't overlook something that turns into a big fat mess. Okay. So let me see what this is though. This development. Can I clarify what the Five of Swords development is for group 4? Okay, maybe, I wonder if this has to do with any of those financial things that you had in the past. Be careful with your information. Mercury is still in retrograde. That's the worst way to say it, Mercury is still retrograde. And so you may want to be careful about your information and where it's going so that you don't wind up getting scammed or phished. And I'll tell you, like my family, all like internet security people, all like cybersecurity analysts, all of them, all like the most important men in my life are all cybersecurity analysts. And so I know my stuff, okay, when it comes to keeping my crap secure. And I even got tripped up at least 2 or 3 times by people during this retrograde. So if they can almost get me, they might be able to get you. So it's really important for you not to jeopardize your bank account, not to put anything, not to allow anything to be vulnerable here. I believe that this stuff can happen probably by June 7th, I thought I heard that the retrograde will be over by June 7th, but I'm like, not sure. But check, or June 1st. God, I don't know. But the energy can still be there because we're still in some kind of shadow period. So things are kind of slowing down. They won't be as bad, but this could be saying that, like maybe you're in like step 4 of someone's plan to scam you. By the end of the retrograde, you'll realize it or something. But it's important for you to keep track of your stuff. Be secure. Make sure that everything's fine. I mean, the Tower, by the way, also is a card about, it's a card that indicates like, a big, like lockdown, basically. It can talk about imprisonment, but I have a feeling that this talks about locking down your own stuff in a way, like normally it's like normally it's like a unjust type of restriction, restraint, or like imprisonment. But I feel with this, it's saying that you need to take the opportunity to prevent this disaster by locking and securing something in your life. Because with this here, this is saying that, there might be something sketchy that goes on when it comes to finances. Because the seven of Pentacles is somebody who's deeply contemplating doing something with this money here. So do not get caught up in any false investments. Don't get not false investments, but don't get caught up in any investments that are sketchy. Don't agree to anything, I think, at this time when it comes to money. But it does look like you could be considering something that may not be safe for you financially. So don't get caught up in a scam, okay? I think that's pretty much what you are looking at. So when it comes to advice, High Priestess, again, silence. Don't speak a word. Don't say anything. Don't do any of this stuff. Like, reap what you sow is probably a warning that your actions at this time have consequences. So it's very important for you to be careful, not to let any secrets slip out, because the High Priestess is about secrets, right? She's about remaining silent and trusting your intuition as well. So it's important for you to really tap into that. If there's something fishy going on or something unsafe you feel is happening, you need to do your very best to secure everything about yourself, basically secure your money, secure your bank account, change your passwords, things like that. Because if you don't take these secure precautions, if you don't listen to your instinct, you're going to end up reaping what you sow, for better or worse. So just be very careful about these things. So that's what I got for you, group 4. Thanks for watching. If you'd like a private reading, you can find them on my Etsy shop in the description box below. If you like my content, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when I am up and posting. And I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.